So you don't pay attention to shit.
I was just listening. I'm just pointing out that my pal Al, Mr. Peppers, is a big basketball fan.
Okay.
He's also a big Tom Brady fan, so you guys get along. Hold hands. Go sit on a bench somewhere.
You're a big Tom Brady fan, too, you undercover line bitch.
I'm not undercover. So, speaking of undercover.
I'm going to hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The mad scientist lab.
I knew it was because I know Jared knows what he's doing. And you guys know what we're doing because here we are yet again on another exciting episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast.
God damn, this motherfucker screaming today.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I just want everybody to know the level of enthusiasm I have to do this show on a week in and week out basis. Even if Jared has to peel my lifeless corpse off my front steps next to the bushes that were just recently trimmed.
Probably do that on a regular basis, too.
He does. And that is why he is a good friend, and that's why we're good pals, and that's why you guys join us every Saturday here live around 6 p.m.-ish on Twitch for our 181st episode. Jeez, where has time gone, Jared? Of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast, the greatest podcast in North America, the world, and you guessed it, folks, soon to be Cuba. It's going to happen. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It has to happen.
Who are we, first of all?
We're the Mad Scientists. We're just two dudes sitting in my basement.
You didn't say who either of us are.
Mine-
People tuning in might not know who the fuck we are.
Oh, this is true. I forgot the whole part of my shtick.
Yeah.
As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist. And that is part of the shtick that I actually forgot. How do I forget to do that?
And what's up to Hollywood?
What up, Hollywood? Welcome. Welcome to another exciting weekly episodic episode. I'm very excited.
All right.
All right, enough of the introductions and everything. Before we started the show, Jared was playing a timeless classic, a song that vibrates.
First of all, I don't think you're about to do it enough justice.
Well, that's where I was going to...
I need to put this because I need to let people know that this is perhaps the greatest song of all time.
Of all time?
Of all time.
It's up there, but
it's fucking up there, bro. It's up there with anything Michael Jackson.
It did make me feel happy.
Anything fucking Beatles or any of your greatest fucking musicians of all time, Adele and fucking everybody else.
Better than Tupac?
I wouldn't put it in that category.
Well, I know it's a different type of sound.
Yeah,
I got you.
a whole different sound. But I'm telling you, what do you think it is? Well, I know you know what it is. I don't know. In the chat, what do you guys think it is?
Yeah, what is the greatest song of all time according to Jared, folks?
Yeah. Now think about who I am, and think about who do you think I think the greatest song, or what the greatest song is.
We'll give you guys a couple of moments to figure out, but put it this way: it put me in a really good mood, and I had like this rush of serotonin in my brain when we were listening to it.
Because it's the greatest fucking song of all time.
I don't know, man. Dude. That's a good question. What is the greatest? Okay,
I fucking told you already.
Okay, ooh, man, that's so hard for me to pick.
Actually, I'm working on a joke about this. This specific, because on the way over here, I was like, you know what? This goes perfectly with this joke that I'm already working on.
There you go. I like this. Hand in hand.
Oh, okay.
Did somebody guess it right?
No, but that is a fucking damn good guess.
What is it?
When Doves Cry. By Prince.
That's actually an excellent guess. That's an excellent song, and
that's a very good guess. The time period is correct.
Okay, so you're on to something. Who is that? Hollywood that guessed that?
Yeah.
All right, Hollywood, you're on to something.
And he said laughing my ass off. Like, look, this is no laughing matter, sir.
Yeah.
This is serious business.
Yeah, we're not very funny here on this show. We talk about serious things like hemorrhoids and, the fungus in between your toes.
That's just RJ talking about buttholes again.
Yeah. It's true, folks. It's true.
So, should I just go ahead and reveal it?
Let's let it marinate for a second. Let me try to think.
Let's see if anybody else comes in real quick.
If my favorite song of all time. Oh, man, that's tough. Oh, I have to think. Give me 2 seconds. Mine... I'm gonna sound very cliche when I say this, but it's probably gonna be a Thriller to me. Thriller, Billie Jean, anything Michael Jackson has done.
I think Thriller is a little too basic bitchy.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no, I got to go. Yeah, you're right. No, I felt that way before I even said it.
It's like, I'm a basic bitch.
Yeah, I'm very basic. I still eat cottage cheese, folks, if that makes sense.
You're definitely basic bitch. That's just disgusting.
It's, we're not going to talk about cottage cheese on this show.
No, because that's just fucking mold. But go ahead.
Regardless, man.
Thriller is basic bitch, yes. But that's not my guess, no.
Mine would have to be. Oh, man, that's tough, dude. Because music is like emotion, and I have so many of them. That kind of thing.
It's fucking emo ass bitch.
Dude, I'm not an emo. Dude, however, goth chicks are very hot, dude.
First of all, stop stealing all my shit.
I'm not stealing anything from you.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not stealing anything
from you. You're trying to steal everything that I hold dear to my heart.
When I wake up in the morning, I say, oh, God, why am I not like Jared Moore? And he's like, you can be, son. And then I realized the voice saying that was myself.
Okay.
And it was very odd.
All right. So back to what we were talking about. So he's saying, I'm guessing that's yours. Cinematic history for a song. Yeah, but we're not talking about videos. We're just talking about the greatest song of all time.
Okay, the greatest song of all time is Juicy.
And the greatest song, you said Juicy?
Yeah, it's not Juicy. I love Juicy.
Okay, we're done with RJ for the moment.
I got to think of a good
one.
The
greatest song of all time is none other. Wait. Okay, let's go. Another good guess, but still not. I'm telling you, you're not going to get this.
Yeah.
Anyway. Wait, go what?
No, I was going to say, because I think what's going to happen is the person that the song you're referencing isn't really somebody who's technically.
You're fucking it up.
I'm not.
All right.
Possibly.
We're just going to reveal it right now.
All right. Go ahead, Jared. Reveal the song.
The greatest song of all time is Party All the Time by Eddie Murphy.
There you go, folks. There you go.
Look, I just played it just now. RJ can attest. That shit is fucking top rank.
Yeah, I had a serotonin rush in my brain, folks. Something that doesn't happen very often, or if at all.
That's tier 1 right there, baby.
Party all the time. I mean, it screams 80s vibes. It makes me think of big hair, the Miami sunset, cocaine, all that good stuff.
I would think more LA on that one.
Well, still, there's cocaine and big hair and leather jackets. And
yeah,
and then there's probably some miscellaneous guy over there thinking he's Tony Montana.
I was thinking about that today, man. Like, I've always said the 90s. Well, for hip hop, the 90s was the best.
Oh, the golden era,
period,
absolutely.
Period. I don't even call it golden era. Like, that sounds generic too, but
it
was just the best out of what has ever been produced, even from the 80s. The 80s had a lot of good stuff, but the 90s just had like that fucking crop.
Yeah.
And thanks to Rich James. Oh yeah, Rick James was the producer of that song, which probably is also where that Charlie Murphy story came from.
Yeah.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Charlie Murphy.
But
rest in peace.
The Rick James, rest in peace too.
This is true.
Damn, it made me forget what I was saying.
Well, you were talking about L.A. and I was talking about cocaine.
Oh no, I was thinking about
just
80s.
Horrible things.
I was talking about So the 90s for hip hop was the greatest, but I think overall throughout the decades that I've lived in my life, all 4 of them, 4.5 of them.
I'm sorry, back when I was a young man,
I think the 80s was the best because I was watching. What was I watching yesterday? It was all 80s based. Fuck was it now? Damn it. What did I say I watched?
You watched something with Jennifer Lopez. You watched Air, the Michael Jordan.
Oh, that's what it was. I was watching. Yeah, so we might as well get into that now too. So I was watching Air, the movie that's about. It's not about Michael Jordan. It's about the Nike trying to kind of become. Or it's how Nike became the next level in the shoe game.
Yeah.
Because they were at the bottom.
All right.
During the time. It starts out in 84.
That's so hard to imagine in this day and age.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very hard to imagine.
And that's why the movie's fucking good. Aside from the fact you got fucking heavy hitters and all through that motherfucker. You got Matt Damon, Ben Affleck.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Tucker.
I can hear the Boston.
Viola Davis. Like, it's a fucking rack of heavy hitters in that joint.
Well, I mean, for a movie based upon arguably the most popular shoe in the world of all time.
I don't want to.
I know
You know what? I'm not giving anything away that's not really kind of common knowledge.
Yeah.
But at the end of the movie, it has, you know how they have captions to kind of sum up everybody's story?
Yeah.
And it was like, it says, Michael Jordan went on to be the greatest basketball player in NBA history.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what you gotta say.
Yeah.
You can't make a movie like that and then not say that motherfucker was the best. Like, ain't no fucking LeBron, ain't no Kobe, rest in peace. Jordan's the best, period. Hands down.
Yeah, no.
He changed the game in thousands of different ways. You know what I'm saying? And they talk about all that in the movie. So, if you haven't seen Air, man, I highly suggest seeing that shit, especially if you're a Jordan fan and you like the 80s, because you see all the old nostalgic, like, toys and candies. And the old
toys.
magazines and it's the clothes, the cars. It's so fuck, man.
I know you're not super big on nostalgia, but you just had a moment, and I'm proud of you. I know.
No, I'm not. It's not that it's not about nostalgia. It's just I just remember being a kid. Like, they just showed certain brands that I remember going into the grocery store with my grandmother, and like we would get that. Like, she would get a loaf of bread. It was the old Wonder Bread, you know, when Wonder Bread was like real bread.
Yeah. Now we just eat dirt.
So she would get I remember we went to this one grocery store and she would get the Wonder Bread with the blue, yellow, and
red the dots.
Yeah,
that's the only type of Wonder Bread I feel is acceptable to me.
Yeah. So she would get the big loaf for the house or whatever, and then they always had these little mini ones wrapped in the same packaging, but there were many loaves of bread.
I don't think I've ever seen those.
Bro,
in your 4.5 decades here on this great planet.
Pretty much. But yeah.
I looked to the sky that night.
I remember getting that, and I would probably eat the shit before I even get the shit back home because it was that good.
Dude, there's nothing like a good loaf of bread. Really?
Yeah, but that's why making bread at your house is better nowadays than fucking...
It's funny you say that. Several months ago, a buddy I went to high school with, I won't use his name,
I think you talked about this.
Yeah, I think I did, but since we're on the subject of bread, he had just posted something. He was like, hey, I made my own bread at home, and he showed a picture, and it looked like a wonderful loaf, dude. I mean, it looked like good bread. Yeah, and I even commented. I was like, dude, I love your loaf. That's what I said.
Yeah, but like when you make bread at home, I've done it before. I haven't done like regular bread. I tried regular bread. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. But no, I try to make my own starter. Like, this is during the pandemic. I was trying to make my own starter. I bought mason jars, and I fucking bought the flour and everything. I try to make my own shit because what's supposed to happen, you kind of leave it out a little bit.
Yeah.
With some flour and some water, and then the bacteria from the air kind of accumulates on it, and it starts eating at the flour. So you have to feed it every day. It's like a living organism. You have to feed it, and then to make it, it's just a whole process. And I tried it; it just didn't fluff up the way it was supposed to. I did something wrong, but that's just hard. But then I did banana bread also, and banana bread
is fire, bro.
Fucking bro, and it's perfect because I like my bananas slightly green, maybe a little yellow, but I don't like a lot of brown spots on my shit.
Dude, believe it or not, my uncle is the exact opposite. He'll eat that shit if it's like completely
black. Some
Yeah.
people like it like that because they say it's sweeter, but no, it shit tastes rotten to me. But it's perfect when it's like that to cook with or to bake it into a loaf with, because now you're not wasting anything. You're not throwing it away because, I'm not going to eat this because it's fucking black.
Yeah.
But I can put it in there, and then I get the flavor like comes out when you put everything else together. So it's kind of dope.
Folks.
And the house smells fucking phenomenal too.
Dude, yeah, there's nothing like a good loaf of bread. Folks, if you're out there, don't go to the store. Bread, it's got, all sorts of...
Not one person's going to do that.
I'm just saying, just make your own bread. Just do it. Take a Sunday afternoon, open your window.
You know what? What's funny about that? The way where the slogan "Just Do It" came from for Nike, you'll be surprised when you see this movie.
I'm actually going to check this out. You have my word, even though I never keep it.
I gave you a site to fucking look at it.
I'm looking at it right now. I won't say it out loud.
You need a computer, man.
I know. You know what I need? A life. and I need some help, and I need a hug.
Well,
So we're going to hug right now.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are, folks, on the
No,
Mad
we're not.
Scientist. I'm not going to do it.
No, we're not.
I just wanted to get Jared all hyped up, but he's,
You're not getting me hyped up for no fucking hug.
well, one day you will.
No, I won't.
Well, I'll find a day that we're going to hug it out.
This fucking guy.
But regardless, so you saw Air, you saw the nostalgia.
If you get that close to me, motherfucker, I'm probably going to throw you.
If you didn't throw me, I think I would be disappointed. If I had to be 100% honest with you.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's only natural. It's only a natural Jared response. Yep, he's too close. He's in my personal space. Karate chop. Hiya.
Well, we have a former guest that has been on here before. He will deny to this day that I threw his ass in front of Lucky's, but other people saw it.
Well, I mean, sometimes that's how it is, folks. And speaking of former guests, before we continue at all, big congratulations to our good friend Josh, who graduated law school yesterday. Lawless.
Yeah, congrats, bro.
Congrats, man. We know you worked hard for that. I know you celebrated today, and we can't wait to have you back on the show. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, he missed
Excellent.
many of fucking comedy shows because he was working on that shit. I'm just playing.
Yeah, so when we're getting ready to go to jail for killing the game, we're going to have you represent us. There we go.
I don't even, we didn't ask him what he decided to practice it. Oh, he's still got to take the bar and all that. So.
But still, an amazing accomplishment nonetheless. So congratulations, buddy. Lawless, baby. So, pow, pow, bang, bang. Sorry, I just wanted to add those effects because it sounds, awesome.
Okay, back to what I was talking about. So, Air is in one movie that I saw. I watched all this shit last night or early this morning. The Mother. I don't understand why that's funny.
I don't. It was just. It's so random. Jennifer Lopez is the mother.
Okay, clearly you haven't seen the trailer then.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is all new to me. The Air, yes, that I've seen, but this, no.
So anyway, the Mother is basically, you got to see the trailer, but it's this lady who is in trouble, and basically she's trying to protect her daughter.
Okay.
I don't want to give anything away about the movie, but that's what it is. It's a mother-daughter story. I will tell you this, though. Because when I first saw the trailer, I was like, God damn it. Jennifer Lopez as an action star, I don't know if I'm feeling this shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to give it a chance. And then it took a little while for my military/reality fucking mind for my imagination to take over the regular shit.
Yeah.
Like what reality is.
Yeah.
My imagination finally came into play, and I was like, all right, now I'm into the story. I had to look past some of the editing because I was like, that is clearly not her doing that shit. But once I got past that, then I was all right. I got into it. I was like, all right, the story's decent. It didn't get good until like middle part of the way. And then that's when I was like, okay, this is a fucking mother-daughter story. Not bad. I would suggest it if you like action movies. It's not bad. It's not.
She's always been a pretty decent actor. I don't think she's terrible.
She's okay.
Yeah,
she's okay. I've never seen her in a role where I believe 100% that that's her.
Do you think we just go see it because it's J-Lo?
Well, it's Netflix, so it's not. I ain't gotta go do anything.
Well, I'm just saying, like when we were younger, when she kind of blew up big and all.
Well, first of all, I would like to take the credit on being one of the first to even know who the fuck she was.
Okay.
Because when she blew up, that's when I was like, usually, like if I have a chick that I like, usually when they blow up, I'm off. Like, cause I don't want everybody else.
We don't want you skanks
on my. No, I don't want everybody else fucking on my chick, you know what I'm saying? So the first time I saw her was on Selena. Yeah, she was pretty good in that. I didn't believe that it was her, but anyway, what the fuck was I saying? You
said
the very first time when I fell in love with her way back when was Money Train.
Oh, dude, hell yeah! That's a low key a cool film, dude.
What do you mean low key? That's one of the best action movies ever,
dude. Yeah, but I don't think it gets talked about.
No,
enough.
It doesn't because it was you had a black lead, and Woody Harrelson arguably the second lead,
I mean,
and
that's
then
fine with me.
she's the third.
Yeah. Damn,
So-
that's a dope film, dude.
It is a dope
Yeah,
film.
that's a dope film. Good old 90s.
Well, we all remember her from In Living Color, but nobody remembers her from In Living Color. Like the first time I knew who she was and gave a fuck about who she was Money Train. But at that time, nobody really fucking knew who she was.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is my chick. And then, so then, after Money Train, then Selena came out. And after Selena is when she blew up because everybody, like the Hispanic, but mostly Mexicans, love Selena.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, Selena was bad as shit.
Yeah.
But rest in peace again. Damn, that's a fucking crazy R.I.P. show.
Yeah, dude.
Morbidness here on the show.
But yeah, like, so like right now, and it's kind of funny because everybody's on her now. Ana de Armas is my new joint.
She's pretty hot.
Dope.
Yeah.
But now she's blowing up, and everybody's on that joint. But
So the next time you find one,
I was on that joint when she was on Knives Out.
I just
Actually,
want,
there was another movie she was in. I can't remember what it was now.
I just want you to go to their house and just be like, I know who you are and I love you, and just see what happens. Just see what happens. I
Bruh.
mean, it can't be wrong.
You say the creepiest shit.
I don't say creepy shit. I just
That-
say realistic things.
That was not realistic.
It's a joke, first of all. I'm
Oh,
not going to show
was
up.
it? Was it?
I'm not going to show up to anybody's house. It's
I don't
fucking
know.
weird.
I don't know. You seem like the type.
I don't seem like the type to show up at somebody's house.
You act all basic bitchy, and then you do the fucking basic creepy.
No, I don't do the basic creepy. You got to take it one step above.
That's the
one
name of the
step
show,
up.
Basic Creepy.
Basic creepy? No, God, I'm never going to get laid again, you know. And it's terrible.
Well, first of all, you added again on there. I don't know about that one. I don't think there was ever one the first time.
I remember my first time. I was like, this is so cool.
You were not thinking that.
No, I mean, I don't know what I was thinking.
You weren't. You were a man.
I was being a man.
Not a man, but you were a male.
Oh, thanks. I
being like just as primordial.
Yeah,
shit.
dude. Just that
I
whole
cannot talk today.
wave of emotions just runs through your brain, and you're just like, oh, yeah, and then you go crazy. It's kind of nuts.
All right. Anyway, you want some weird shit today?
I'm not on weird shit. I just like hanging out with you.
What was the other one that I saw?
Did it take place in Cuba, Jared?
Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. I also saw.
What's that about?
You haven't seen that trailer either. That's been all over TV. So.
That I have seen it, but I like don't pay attention. I don't really pay attention to.
Well,
anything
anyway,
anymore.
it's matter of fact, we talked about him a couple weeks ago. Jake Gyllenhaal. He's really the only main character or main person that I know who the guy is or the actor is. But basically, it's about this guy who he was in Afghanistan. And then they had a translator, and the guy he ran the platoon or whatever, and the translator ended up he was waiting on a visa because they were translators during this time. This is based on true shit.
All right.
So because the translators were basically dealing with the U.S. and the U.S. troops and helping them,
Okay.
they were looked at by the Taliban as traitors, basically.
I got you.
So
That's not good.
to keep them safe, what the U.S. was doing was granting them and their families visas to the U.S. Not all, but some.
Okay.
Yeah. So this guy was waiting on his visa. They have been waiting for a while or whatever, him and his family. And so then he's been translating. He was there helping them for like 4 years or something. And then when they pulled out, he was still stuck there. But the other guy, well, I don't know. I don't want to give too much away, but basically they got into a firefight. The translator helped the guy get back. And so the translator's stuck in Afghanistan
All right.
running for his life. So then this guy is like, fuck it, I'm going back and I'm trying to get them out.
Okay. That sounds pretty dope.
And, yeah, and it's a Guy Ritchie movie, so you know it's not going to be too shabby. You can see a lot of the old school Guy Ritchie style shots
Yeah.
like from Snatch or Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah.
That type of old Guy Ritchie stuff.
I like this. So did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. Actually, I started watching it again the other night. I got halfway through and I ended up falling asleep. But I like military movies. So, and especially if there's a gunfight, I'm trying to watch that shit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're watching a military flick, I expect to see some limbs blown off, a grenade, a fucking rocket, a tank, innocent people murdered, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying sometimes it does happen.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm not saying I want to watch that, but I
take
kind
it
of
to the dark side, though.
I mean, there's guns and grenades. I mean, I think it's pretty dark already, to a degree.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe my military mind doesn't think about that.
Well, regardless, I mean,
it's collateral damage, my friend.
All right. Well, I guess that's the polite way of putting that.
That's the politically correct way to say it.
All right. Well,
maybe not politically, but tactical way to say it. He said Evil Dead was actually good to him.
The new one?
Yeah, I'm not a scary movie guy, so I'll pass, but I'll take your word for it. RJ might have a different opinion.
Oh, what, with Evil Dead? I know my sister watched it. She's more of a fan of those films than I am.
Didn't we talk about that? Maybe he wasn't there. Evil Dead. I remember the Army of Darkness. That was one of the Evil Dead movies with Bruce Campbell.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that was one of the. I thought they were all comedies, but I guess that movie was so bad, it ended up being a cult classic as a comedy horror movie.
Yeah, I mean, certain films, they're so bad they're good. And I'll use the best example I know how to, and people love it, but I don't, is Dude, Where's My Car?
There's nothing scary about that.
Well, I'm just talking about something that is so bad that people enjoy it, and it's like a cult classic. Well, I don't
Dude,
think
Where's My Car is not a cult classic.
No, it's not. It's frowned
Like
upon.
the Army of Darkness. I have seen so many people with fucking posters of that shit, like the movie poster, like just in the background of their podcast or just different places I've seen it. I ain't never seen a Dude, Where's My Car poster.
That's true. Well, here, since we're on the subject, what is in your mind is
okay. So we did talk about it the other night.
What is your favorite cult classic film? If you had to pick one that's kind of out there.
That's a dumb question.
I don't think it's a dumb question.
Bet you it is.
But asking you?
What's yours?
Well, I think mine's Big Trouble in Little China.
What? Oh, my God.
That or Escape from New York?
No. You're still wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. I like these movies.
You're 100%. Yeah, but those aren't the best. And I guarantee you, once I say what mine is, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay, so what is yours, sir?
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I guess you are right. Yeah. I mean, that's a really dope-ass film. So, but come on, man. I'm a big Kurt Russell guy, so all his shit.
I get it, but you asked me what the best cult classic of all time was.
I mean, yeah, that's a very...
And that's a cult classic that that became like a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of cult classics, just people like it because there's a bunch of people who like, that's what a cult classic is. But that shit was actually good film.
No,
it's
an incredible movie.
Yeah, that's the crazy part about that one.
I like that movie a lot. I like Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs is another good one. That's a cult classic.
Yeah, no. Believe it or not,
I just watched it a few months ago.
Mr. Pink and Mr. White were actually what inspired who's the guy that made Breaking Bad? I can't think of his name off the top of my head. But
the actor?
No, the guy that directed Breaking Bad, the show's creator.
Oh, I don't know.
But regardless, Walter White and Jesse Pinkman were derived from Mr. White and Mr. Pink, which I thought was pretty cool. Like just little,
weren't they dealing drugs? Oh, they were bank robbers.
I like little fun facts about films like that. That's all.
You do, but did you ever watch the deep dive shit that I told you with the Interstellar and Back to the Future?
No. Hold on. Hear me out.
No, I'm not hearing you out because you're always on YouTube, so you say, but I gave you 2 things that you could watch on YouTube that don't take any time to watch, and you still didn't do it. That's why you need to start writing shit down.
Well, you know what? I did write it down because, and I have them in my notes from last Saturday. So last Saturday after the podcast, me and Jared went on our nightly adventure. Watched some UFC, like real Americans. And a friend of ours, somebody local, was sitting at the table with us, and this young lady had a purse, like most young ladies do. It was a big-ass purse. It's like, man, what are you carrying that thing? And then she started pulling out the most miscellaneous shit that I think we've ever seen. And one of the items was a remote. A television remote. So we're sitting at the bar as she's pulling out makeup and, beauty products, left and right.
Normal shit.
And then all of a sudden, she pulls out this universal fucking remote.
That's why I had in my notes, and I was trying to figure out why I wrote that in my notes. I wrote the spritz shit.
Oh, and I was
the melon spritz. That's what it was. And I was trying to work out what was the fucking premise? Keep going.
So she pulls this fucking remote out of her purse, and me and Jared are like, yo, what the fuck? Like, why do you have that? And she was like, oh, I don't know. So if you're a young lady out there who watches the show, and hopefully you do, because you got two handsome guys that do it who are single.
I don't think. First of all, I don't think they do. So anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to believe. Damn it. But regardless, what do you keep in your purse? Rocks, shoes, remotes.
Actually, I take that back. I had I don't know if she ever listened, but after the show the other night, somebody, because I always say at the end, like, check out my podcast, blah blah blah. Twitch, and the spiel that we do.
Yeah.
And I was about to leave, and this young lady came up. She was like, what's the name of your podcast? Because I like to listen to podcasts, and I like comedy and this other thing. And I was like, well, it's the Mad Scientist Lab. She was like, you guys on Stitcher? I was like, yes, we're everywhere you get your podcast.
That's when he hit him with the oompa.
Of course we're on Stitcher.
With the 2-piece and a biscuit, side of fries.
She was like, oh, what's the name of it? And she searched it. She was like, I was like, the Mad Scientist Lab. She was like, oh, is that it? Yeah, right there at the very top.
Man, I know Jared's balls were hanging low that moment.
No, it's not even about, you know what? It's not even about my balls hanging low or anything like that.
Hopefully not, folks.
What it is that's proof that all the work that I put in, keyword I.
I'm going to pour my drink.
I mean, you're here for the content, but I'm saying as far as like the legwork of getting the shit like available to people.
Yeah.
Like it is proof that, and I remember I was pumping Stitcher the first time. Remember when we first came back, and I was like, "Yeah, we're on Stitcher, Deezer, and this, that."
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
I do remember when we had our
I
little table.
I didn't think people were actually still using Stitcher.
I didn't know that was a thing until just now.
You knew.
Yeah. Oh, I knew, but it's not something I think about.
Yeah, of course. And I didn't think about Stitcher either because people usually say, "Are you guys on Spotify or
Apple Music? Anywhere you can get your podcast."
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, my whole point was that was a young lady that asked me about that the other night.
Well, that's dope. But
I don't know. She's audio head, so I don't know if she watches.
Well, regardless, it's somebody who's interested in the show, and you guys are faithful viewers and listeners. We do appreciate it very, very much, and thank you for letting your friends know about us too. I feel the podcast is slowly becoming its own entity. I feel like
it's slow for sure.
Oh yeah,
but I'm beginning to believe as well. Like I'm Neo and shit.
Yeah, dude.
We're beginning to believe.
Dude, and I could be Lawrence Fishburne, dude. Hell fucking yeah. I'm excited. I just need to go
How the fuck do you think you're Lawrence Fishburne?
I don't know. It has nothing to do with the skin pigmentation or whatever.
It does. 100%.
Well, I'm just going to go get a really good tan and shave my head and get some glasses, and I think I'll be okay.
You mean blackface?
That is actually very wrong, but it does sound like that's what I'm going to do. I am not going to do that. That shit is horrible.
You know what? Who you are? You're Mouse.
Oh,
no, Mouse is the one that died. No, who was the guy who was carrying the fucking ammo in the second one?
Wasn't it Tank?
No, not Tank. The little one that was carrying the ammo.
Fuck. I know who it is.
I don't remember his name, but Mouse was the guy. He died in the first one, so I don't want to give you that one.
I appreciate that, Jared. Thanks. I would like to live to see the sequel and possibly the trilogy.
You did see the sequel.
I saw all of
them. You were all over Neo's nuts, too.
I'm not on Neo's nuts. That's fucking weird. We're not going to talk about Keanu Reeves' balls on this show.
We're not talking about Keanu Reeves. We're talking about fucking Neo.
The one.
We're talking about Neo.
Yeah, Neo. What a character.
Do you know? Have I talked about this before? The lady who wrote the original scripts for the Terminator and the Matrix explained what it actually is.
I remember you said she wrote them a long time ago, and then she ended up trying to sue or something.
She got money for the Matrix because I think for the Terminator she did get paid. I think they paid her for that script, but or not the script, but at least the story. I forgot the exact details.
No, but in terms of the Matrix,
but the Matrix, she got money. She got paid.
No, but like in terms of like what it really means, I don't.
It's basically it's Jesus. It's about Jesus rising and dying and
oh shit! I don't even know why I didn't think of it like that before.
Like in what was it? The Terminator. I think the Terminator was like the apocalypse or whatever. Like
Judgment Day.
Yeah. What was it shit?
Years.
The Rapture.
Oh,
and all that shit. That's basically what that was. Those movies, and then it goes into the Terminator where it's the machines. I forget. I got to find that video again. She explained it perfectly. I'm like, holy shit! Like,
and she wrote these back like in the 70s.
Something like that.
Yeah, no, I do remember you talking about it. I mean, that's pretty wild, though.
Yeah, didn't I say that? Hollywood, yes.
Yes, Hollywood. Damn it, God, we don't like to repeat ourselves.
Maybe I didn't say that. I don't know. But anyway, there's if I find the video again, I'll send it to you. But not that you ever answer anything that I
Well, you sent me a great idea yesterday morning.
Yeah, no, we don't need to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it didn't even say read, so I was like, how the hell did he know if I read it or not? Or how do I know if you even read it?
Because it was literally the first thing I saw when I got up. I laid there in my bed, let out some, H2O.
How did you see it though? Like without opening it?
Just my notifications.
Oh, you have it, so it shows the whole message.
I mean, I'm almost positive I read it, dude.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Never mind.
Regardless, I saw it first thing when I woke up. I was laying there in my bed, let out a couple good old morning farts, like,
my God.
Just like, and that proceeded not too long afterwards.
That's what the shit does. The fart was, motherfucker.
So, no, but I thought about it. And I was like, Jared's got a really good idea. And I wanted to give you credit, but it was too early in the morning, and I didn't want you to go out throughout the day thinking I actually like you.
Well, maybe I needed some motivation to get out of bed that day. How about that?
Okay,
maybe because fair. Like if I send an idea and I'm thinking it's fucking possibly one of the most. That's why I don't want you to say it, because I don't want somebody else to listen.
We'll
to
talk
this.
about it more, but I think it's an excellent idea.
I do too, and I think I have the original premise. Yeah. So anyway, you don't watch enough podcasts to know what I'm specifically talking about.
Well, I have a very good idea of what you're talking about.
So like when they do that, I'm not giving it away here because they're gonna have to just see. When they do that part, that's what I was talking about.
I got you.
Okay.
No, I like it. I like this idea a lot, and we should capitalize on it.
What up, Londa?
Hey, Londa, what's going on, homie? Welcome back to the show. The show. The greatest show.
Yeah, you missed some good shit.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. There's more good shit to come.
Yeah, you can catch us on Monday morning at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Eastern time on YouTube or everywhere else you get your podcast on Monday morning.
So, Jared, I wanted to talk about this with you because I wanted your opinion, and I know you're probably going to say that I'm lazy because I am to a degree. Okay, I'm lazy. So
100%.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
We all are, but
more.
You're more than me.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. So I've been having some shoulder problems lately, right? Like some back problems from carrying the weight of this show.
I have.
There goes the demo.
Here he goes.
So, but anyway, I've been, as somebody who has done physical work with these magical hands that I have, making wonderful pizzas.
Physical. You know what? I'll let you have your moment. Go ahead.
You will let me have my moment because I don't get too many of them here on this show, and I think the people would
again
like
more lies.
Yeah. Anyway, so I have a lot of tension in my shoulders and in my neck area. I sit at a desk now. I'm kind of hunched over. So I ordered myself kind of like a shoulder support brace. Okay, I don't have it yet. It's currently en route. I think I should have it Monday or Tuesday. And I want you to know that I'm
a what?
Like a shoulder brace, something to help pull my shoulders back.
Oh,
to try to help with my posture a little bit.
You know what'll help with your posture?
Yep, and I knew this is where this was going to go.
Sit your ass up straight.
I'm going to do it right now.
And stand up straight.
Look at me.
Yeah, but you need the mic in your face. And these chairs are not bad for your back. Like these are
No. It's more of, it's not so much my back. It's like my neck and my shoulders.
When I do notice your desk that you sit at is higher than the table.
Yes.
So that's what's doing it. Because now what's happening is, let me do it from the side. You're sitting over the table. You know what I'm saying? So you're crouching down.
Yeah, and
so that's what's fucking your neck and your shoulders.
Yeah,
up.
and it is bothering the crap out of me.
What you got to do is raise the monitor up.
Yeah,
and the keyboard will be fine. But if you raise the monitor up,
yeah, obviously my head, that way I'm focused. So but
you can buy like a platform, like it's basically your desk, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, buy like one of those things. If you Google it, buy one of those things that's like a platform and put your monitor on top of that.
All right, I'm thinking about decorating my desk too. I want to get one of those little fake plants and a picture of a family that's not mine. Just to.
You should do that.
I am gonna do it.
You should do that.
I just want to get one of those.
Is that your daughter? Oh yeah, she's such a sweetheart. Blah blah blah. Yeah, you make a whole fucking story.
Dude, I would sit there and talk your ear off and just create a whole fabrication in my mind.
You should do it.
And so I want to get the most generic Google, the display pictures.
Any Walmart frame you buy is gonna have.
I'm doing it. I'm getting a photo of a family.
Just make sure you take off like the shit that looks like it's like sailing.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so I'm doing it. I'm gonna get me a little fake plant and a picture of a family that's not mine. I'm looking forward to it. No, but I'm excited to get this shoulder brace. And then I was like, man, is that how I know I'm kind of getting up there in age? Like I'm like legit excited to get this.
Yeah, but again, if you're not working out, at least do some push-ups. That'll help your posture too, because like you're strengthening those areas that are weak.
Yeah, and I try to. What I do is to try to stretch in the morning. What I'll do is I'll kind of put my arms in my door frame and just push myself forward. Just try to open all that stuff up.
That's fine, but you're not adding any strength to the muscles that are weak, because what's happening is you're having weaker muscles that are having the stronger muscles are having to overcompensate for the weaker muscles.
I see.
So because that's what's getting your stronger muscles tired, because they're not able. You know what I'm saying? They're not. Yeah. They're doing all the work.
I got you.
So that's why you gotta do just do some push-ups, because if you don't normally do push-ups. Push-ups is gonna fucking hit all this, and including your back, that whole area you're talking about.
I am gonna become Arnold Schwarzenegger, dude.
Man, you do enough push-ups over a long amount of period of time, you will.
I'm excited, dude, and I'm gonna be an action hero. Fucking love it. Would you be? I can't wait for Halloween, dude.
Here you go again.
No, I'm just saying we're gonna have a great Halloween.
You keep bringing Halloween up, and it's fucking not even near October yet.
I know, but I'm excited regardless.
Why? Why are you thinking so far ahead?
I don't know. That's just how my mind works. I think remember, it's chess, not checkers, Jared. 10 steps ahead.
Halloween is not anything. That is not a fucking anywhere near the playbook for my game of chess life.
It's all right. It's all right. All right. All right.
Is the heat on or something today? It's hot as shit in here.
I have no idea, to be honest with you. I live here, so I can't really tell the difference. You know where it was hot last night?
It's usually cold down here.
Well, it's relatively nice outside. I don't know if that
it's usually cold down here.
Or maybe my mom turned the heat on the other night, but I don't know why she would do that, because it's been pretty pleasant the last.
Anyway, keep going.
But anyway, so regardless, folks, I'm getting a shoulder brace to support my shoulders, help my posture.
Are you gonna walk around with that shit?
Yeah. Well, not in public. Well, I mean in public, but I'm gonna wear like underneath my shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna just walk around like I'm fucking a douchebag.
Wait till you see what you look like with it on.
Look, man, I already have to look at myself in the
mirror. Why don't you go to the doctor and say, "Hey, doc, why is my fucking neck and shit hurting?"
I just need a massage from
no, bro.
10 hot Asian women.
It's the way you're sitting.
Yeah. Well, what I've been trying to do lately,
it's hours on end, fucking hunched over a fucking desk.
Yeah, and then I've been trying to put my wallet in my front pocket now instead of sitting on it. To better support my back, because your wallet is a big cause of back problems in men.
I took mine out. Yeah, every time I sit, I take mine out.
See, I don't. Like, I just sit on that motherfucker.
It doesn't hurt you?
I mean, I wouldn't say it hurts me, but I know it's there, kind of thing.
I take mine out. I can't stand sitting.
And I got a big wallet full of nothing too. Have you ever really looked in your wallet, Jared?
Yeah, every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, I was like kind of cleaning it out maybe a month ago.
Yeah, I don't like to have a thick wallet. It looks stupid. Actually, I'm looking to get one of those Ridge wallets, which hopefully they may sponsor us at some point. But anyway, those are expensive ass wallets, but they're nice wallets.
Are those the metal ones that where your shit slides out?
They're different material. You can get carbon fiber.
Oh, okay.
I think there's one metal.
They're more flat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of the key things is it blocks RF transmissions because you know your cards, the chips in your credit cards and everything.
Yeah.
Those are little computers, and they send out signals. That's how people can steal your shit.
So it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that, Jared. So yesterday I get to work. You know, yesterday's Friday, payday. Hooray for I feel like everybody but me. And did my whole payday routine, paid the bills, some of them, you know, this, and that. And I was like, here, let me check my bank statement. And I saw what I thought to believe a fraudulent charge on my credit card for $24.66 from San Francisco, California. Mm-hmm. And I was like, whoa, I don't know what that is. Didn't say what it was. It just said, you know, pending merchant. And I'm like, well, I don't live in California. And I don't.
Yeah, but the merchant probably lives in California.
That's fine, but I haven't really bought anything lately. So
okay.
I was a little. So I called my bank. I said, hey, I'm pretty suspicious about this, you know, and I was being the whole typical, yeah, I think someone's in my shit, you know, kind of thing. And they were like, hey, you know, are you familiar with this merchant? And I said, can you tell me who it is? And they're like, no, unfortunately, we cannot. And I was just like, well, what the fuck? So she said, we're going to close your credit card down, send you a new one, 4 to 6 business days, and you can, you know, open up a digital wallet, which I did. And then, which, believe it or not, I've never used Apple Pay in my life until yesterday.
I use it frequently.
And I felt like such a dumbass using it because and then I wasn't clicking the thing right. And yeah, you should have seen me. I look like
double click and then face. You do facial recognition?
No, not on my phone because my face looks different every day. It's pretty horrible.
It'll figure it out.
You think?
100%.
All right. Well, it's technology. It knows better than I do. But regardless,
only time I've ever had an issue was like if I was wearing sunglasses. But you can also do a second scan to where you're wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
And or when we were having to wear masks, that was the other time I had to take it off. You could, but you can also do facial recognition, a secondary one for having a mask on too.
I didn't know that. But regardless,
you don't know a lot of stuff.
So I don't. No, I don't. But so they canceled my credit card. They're sending me a new card in the mail. And actually, I really needed a new credit card because I was looking at mine and dude, the chip is worn out. It's just old as shit. I mean, I've had it forever. So I was like, well, a new card doesn't hurt. And then, I called my mom. I was like, hey, Mom, I had to do this. I wasn't too sure. And then she's like, okay, don't worry, blah, blah, blah. Everything's going to be fine. I was like, I didn't say it wasn't going to be fine. Mom, be a mom. And then she texted me 20 minutes later. She said, do you know what I think that is? And I was like, what is it, Mom? She was like, it's Uber Eats or some bullshit.
I think they are out of California, but it usually says YouTube on it.
Or Uber Eats. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I was like, Mom, I don't think that's what that is, because pretty much any type of app that I may or may not use to purchase anything, it'll clearly state like, oh, you sent $20 via Cash App or whatever the case may be.
I got you.
So regardless, when I called in, they were like, where's your credit card now? I said, it's in my wallet. And they were like, does it leave your wallet? I was just like trying not to laugh. I was like, no. I was like, it doesn't leave my sight. I mean, I don't go anywhere. I was like, if you go through my, my banking history, you see where I go. Mm-hmm. I don't go anywhere out of the ordinary. And they were like, well, you can dispose of it now. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to do that. I still have it. I mean, I'm going to dispose of it.
When you get the new one, for sure.
Yeah, of course. And
you're supposed to cut it in.
I chopped that motherfucker up to dust. Dust. You ain't never going to find me.
Relax.
I'm just telling you, that shit is like dust, bro. I mashed that motherfucker.
I mean, it won't matter because they don't have the numbers anymore.
I know, but I just make sure it's a dust because I don't want anybody trying to steal my identity. You know how many people want to be me?
They probably already have, and you just don't know it.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, think who would want to be Richard J.
It's not about that. It's about having the information, having emails. Like, you can do different things with emails. You can get having certain pieces of information can lead you to other pieces of information. If they really wanted your shit, they could get it.
Oh, I believe that. I 100% believe that, dude. If with the way technology is now, I wouldn't put it past anybody.
Yep.
And I was just thinking, I was like, yo, how does something like this happen? Right? Because
it happens every fucking day.
No, I know, but I'm just thinking in my mind,
thousands of times a day.
I know, I get it. But I'm thinking, like, dude, I don't go anywhere, I don't do anything.
It's probably something you just didn't realize what it was.
Very possibly, yes. But I was trying to think about it. I haven't bought anything lately other than, Star Wars or, grocery, like normal shit, I
don't know. San Francisco's Silicon Valley area. Could have bought a game. Could have bought something.
Yeah, but it was such a random dollar amount. That's what it's.
I don't know, man.
But regardless, I'm getting a new credit card.
Nobody cares about your fucking spending habits.
No, they don't. But I was just the only reason I brought it up is because they were like, yeah, those chips send down signals, and that's how people steal your shit. And maybe that's how my shit got stolen.
Yeah, and they usually do small dollar amounts, so you don't notice at first. They want to see how far they can go. So they'll do like $10 here, maybe $20 there.
Yeah,
just enough to gauge whether the account is good or not.
I gotcha. Well, whoever you are, you sick bastard, may you burn in hell. I just wanted to say that because if you steal somebody's identity, their credit card information, one, you're probably highly intelligent. Two, it's wrong.
It doesn't take as much work as you think it does.
Do you think if we wanted to,
all you need is an RFID, bro? Like, what did I just tell you?
All right, dude, let's fucking steal people's credit card information. Let's do it. Not on the record, of course, here on the Mad Scientist Lab. And the views
First of all,
what?
If any of y'all know me, we're not doing that. Like, fuck that.
No, we're not going to do that. Fine.
I wouldn't even say that shit.
No, I know. It was a joke. I know. Stealing people's identities is...
Nah. I don't know. This is my cyber security mind popping off now. So
no. Not only is he a martial artist.
Shut up.
He is.
Because you know what?
Cybertron.
You know what? I've been fucking battling this shit for like last week or so. They were drunk recently, and
no way.
They started yelling at me.
Who's going to yell at you? You want me to yell at them?
No.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Don't worry about it. Because every time this shit happens, it has happened a few times. I always think to myself, I'm like, bro, you got to stay calm. Because if I fucking go off on this motherfucker, it's going to be bad.
BAD, motherfucker.
And so I have to keep my temper, even though somebody's, and the years of working at the door at Lucky's helped too, because I had people screaming at me, fucking all kinds of shit. I could have wailed on a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I didn't. I was like, you know what? That's part of the job. You got a bunch of drunk people. But when I'm there on my own, my off time, I'm not working. I don't do that shit no more. You fucking start yelling at me. It might be a different story because now we just two regular people at the fucking bar now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Basically, this person ended up was like, oh, you think you're smarter than everybody and blah, blah, blah. I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, I don't know. So I start second guessing. When people say shit about me, I start internalizing and say, like, is that really how I come off and blah, blah, blah. Then I started thinking about it. I'm like, actually it came to me today. I was like, you know what? If that's what people think about me, then maybe it's because I'm hanging out with the wrong people. If you think that think that, maybe I need to fucking find people who are smarter than me. You know, I don't know.
Well, no, your thought process with this is actually understandable. Because what I've kind of learned And I don't care what anybody says. We all, like, to a degree, care maybe what people think about us to maybe a small degree.
Yeah, no, it's not that I care. It's just, and I know I can come off like a smart ass. I don't even want to say a smart ass because I've been called that my whole life. But I think that's just the humor side of it. But saying that I think I'm smarter than everybody else isn't true. Like, I'm definitely willing to listen to a different point of view or a different someone else. Yeah, a different point of view mainly.
Yeah.
But if there's something that I know to not be true, or if my point of view is differing, I'm going to voice my opinion or my point of view.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that because I'm doing that, that makes me think that I'm smarter than you, maybe you need to examine yourself and kind of think, well, why is my point of view the only point of view that I'm looking at?
Yeah.
Is that,
No,
does
I hear what you're saying. Well, but to what you're saying is when people are kind of coming at you, as the saying goes, hurt people kind of thing.
What up, Al?
What's up, Al? It is.
Oh, Epic's here too. What up?
Oh, Epic! Shout out! I wanted to actually.
We'll get to finish what you're saying.
So hurt people, right? So they really, and I think about it more, especially in the last like year or two, is when we, as people, are, and I want to use the word jealous, when we don't understand certain things, I think we have more of an, we're more inclined to be more aggressive with how we approach things. If in terms of like, oh, like maybe I'm having a bad day, this is going on in my life, this and that. And then you got Jared over here. You got Jared with his strong chin, his manliness, all right, and it's like, you know what, Jared? You think you're better than everybody? People are internalizing their own emotions and taking it out on you.
And that's one angle that I thought about too. I think that's where I came up with the conclusion I need to change my circle. Yeah, not so much my circle, but venues of which I hang out.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that recently too.
Because, and that's why, like, still you still my homie. It's just like I think I need to be around more comics. You know what I'm saying? Because they are trying to get better at making jokes. They're trying to write jokes, and they're just trying to make people laugh.
Yeah, it's healthy.
Yeah, and the other thing is I think that people see the things that I do, and I guess it seems like it's like I'm going overboard. I don't know. I'm not explaining this like it is in my head.
No, but I understand what you're saying. Believe it or not. Reason being is, as much as I love our friends, am I getting roasted already?
No.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm getting roasted.
That's no, you're not. They're going back and forth with each other. But he was like, just admit it, Jared, your friends are too dumb to be around.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it that harshly. But that's the thought process that I'm working on right now. But
yeah, but without getting back to
it's not about being smart. I just think we're in different places in our life. I'm not talking about you.
No, that's fine. I get what you're saying, buddy. But but if you think about it, we typically go to the same spot to partake in drinking after the show or during the week. And if you think about it, a lot of things that kind of go on in that place are negative. It's always some sort of, and I'm not.
But
putting
it's not.
anybody.
I'm not blaming it on the place. I'm blaming it on the people who attend the place.
No, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I mean, the place is the place. We all know it is what it is.
Yeah.
But if I go in there on a Tuesday, I've had a long day at work. It's like, I want to take a load off, have a beer, watch LeBron James advance to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, I'm not coming here to talk to you necessarily. I may speak to you. I'm like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. Motherfuckers think that you are expected to say something to them when you come in. They're like, you don't own this motherfucker.
Who the fuck are you? We the mad scientists. Like, clack.
If I was a regular person over here and I was just coming to have a beer, you wouldn't fucking come over. Oh, you got to say hi to me. No, I don't.
Yeah. Who the fuck are you?
It's like, I don't got to say shit to you. I'm here because I want a fucking beer and maybe watch a game or two. Maybe I don't want to be bothered. Maybe I just want to be around people, but I don't want to be bothered by other people.
This is true. I understand this. I understand this all too well.
Oh, I keep putting the cameras opposite, but go ahead.
I understand that 100%. As somebody who literally talks to people all day who are slightly disgruntled about their vehicles, I get off from work and it's like, you know what, man? I don't want to listen to anybody's bullshit anymore. I've got my own time. There's a game on. We're in a good season of sports, hockey playoffs.
And you have your own bullshit that you got to deal with.
Exactly. And then so you get there, you sit down, say hi to your local bartender. Hey, what's up, man? How are you? Hey, you want a bud? Sure. Oh, we don't have bud. Oh, get your drink.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's extra shit that don't need to be in there.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. But you get your beer, and it's just like, and I don't think people understand how simple guys can be, or just that whole premise of sitting there, minding your business with your beer, and the game's on TV. Mm-hmm. There's nothing like it. It's like, what a day. Oh, so-and-so's got 42 points. And you're relaxing, and then somebody comes up to you, and you're like, you don't love me anymore?
No.
Like, get away.
Especially since you're coming over here fucking bothering me. Like, no, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, and so I think what it is you hit the nail on the head when sometimes you're like, hey, maybe we need to find a different venue, maybe a different circle.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the reason I really haven't been out, but mostly on Fridays and Saturdays lately, is because I'm pretty much over it. I don't want to sit around that mess. I'd rather come home, have our good pal, Al Peppers, insult me on the internet, which he does on a very regular basis.
Epic, actually, you're right. They didn't matter to me because the Caps are out too. So,
at the hockey playoffs?
Yeah, he said playoffs don't matter. Like, I was like, who lost? That I was like, oh, I really don't give a fuck now.
Was it the Bruins?
Nah.
No, you're not a Boston fan.
Nah, maybe I don't remember. Maybe no, it was nobody. It was nobody. I didn't care about it either way. I am actually, not to lie, I'm actually into the NBA playoffs right now.
This has been a great playoff.
I want to see the Lakers. I want to see the Lakers win it because they were so down at the beginning of the year.
I think they're going to take it.
Started out too. They got to get through Denver, bro.
I know. I don't even think Denver's really talked about enough. Like on
they're supposedly they're fucking. I haven't been paying attention the whole season.
Yeah,
but from what I've seen, just in the sportscaster world, like they've been doing pretty good.
If I had to guess right now, I'm maybe speaking prematurely, but I got the Heat and the Lakers in the finals.
Oh, are the Maple Leafs still in, Al?
No, I think they got eliminated a day or two ago.
Oh, he's laughing. Okay, so well, yeah. So hockey doesn't matter to any of us anymore.
Yeah, and that's it. No, but I know it doesn't matter because our teams aren't in it. But I would just
wait. Isn't the Kraken an expansion team?
I believe so, or they changed the name. Yeah, no, it's an expansion. The Seattle Kraken.
Oh my God! So all
these horrible name.
How do the fucking all these expansion teams keep fucking having beast first years? Like remember the Golden Knights?
Yeah, they went to the finals.
Yeah, against the Caps. That was the year they won, but still, they had a tougher time beating them than they did the Lightning.
Yeah. What I think it is they just when they create these expansion teams, they get new young players, but they probably collect players from other teams that are solid, and you create maybe a mini super team kind of thing, to a degree, if that makes any sense. But
because each team has to give up certain players.
Yeah, so I think if you pick pretty above average players from every team, I mean you're bound to have success. As long as everybody meshes
there
together.
It is. All right, so he said it. He said, well, first he said Denver. This is Al. Denver is good in the regular season, but they fold in the later rounds. And as far as the expansion teams, is they're allowed to choose a player from each team in the league when the expansion team is created. Okay. The player can't be under contract. Gotcha.
Okay. All right. So thank you, Al, and who's a big basketball fan.
Well, he was talking about hockey.
Yeah, I know. But
he said the Denver thing. So you don't pay attention to shit.
I was just listening. I'm just pointing out that my pal Al, Mr. Peppers, is a big basketball fan.
Okay.
He's also a big Tom Brady fan, so you guys get along. Hold hands. Go sit on a bench somewhere.
You're a big Tom Brady fan, too, you undercover line bitch.
I'm not undercover. So, speaking of undercover.
Actually, I came up with something the other day. But go ahead. What? Whose butt? What are you talking about?
What? Anyway.
Hollywood said butt. I don't know what he's thinking.
I was scrolling through Facebook the other day, and I ran across this random video. This woman was telling a story, right? And she was like, yeah, my husband said he was going hunting. And after a while, I stopped believing him. So she followed him one day. He was like 200 miles away. She found him at a motel.
Wait, what? Do what now? Start over.
Okay, so I was just scrolling through Facebook.
Yeah.
I just stumbled across this random video. I was just sitting there. I just ended up watching it. Because, like, the caption was like, a story you wouldn't believe. You know how that it is. So I watched it. It's probably maybe like 3.5 minutes long. This lady's like basically starting to get suspicious of her husband because he's saying he's going hunting. He's taking his bow and his arrows and all the shit. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't making a big deal about it. She hid it from it. But anyway, she ended up following him to some motel somewhere where she saw her neighbor's or his best friend's wife's car. Mm-hmm. And then his best friend's wife was there, and they thought they were cheating. Mm-hmm. And they were like, no. So anyway, they end up going up to the room. And they walked in, and there's like some 10-man orgy going on, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, and she was like, it was 10 guys from the neighborhood. And it's just like, holy shit, dude. And she was like, my husband's the most homophobic man I've ever met.
Oh, there's a reason.
Yeah, exactly. So I told this story because you said something that made me think of this. I can't remember what it was, but I ended up listening to a story about how there was 10 dudes in some random motel room just circle jerking.
Because he said butt.
No, there was something else that made me think of it, but
okay. But moving on, because RJ is thinking about, I don't know.
But circle jerks.
Speaking of that, cheating in motels, the other thing that I was watching.
I'm glad I'm an inspiration to all those around me.
This show with the lovely Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh, no.
I am in love with her too. Where is it? Fucking movie at? Or a show. It's a show on what is this on? Oh, it's on Max. It's called Love and Death. It's based on a true story with Elizabeth Olsen, and basically it's about this guy and this lady. Apparently one of the other networks also made a bio story about this. So basically, this lady cheats on her husband with one of the neighbors. That's what made me think about it. And they had a whole plan, like we just want something different. We're gonna do this, and if either of us start to fall in love, there's over. They were strictly just wanted to have something new.
Yeah.
And they went to the same church and everything. And they were super religious. It was wild. And the show's not over, so I don't know totally what happens. I don't want to give anything away, but there's a murder that happens, and then there's a whole thing. But this apparently was a big story. This is the first I've heard of it. But
so it's based on a true story.
Yeah.
Ooh, murder, sex in church.
It's called Love and Death. It's on Max.
All right. I believe it or not, I actually have that as a streaming platform.
And if you just want to look at Elizabeth Olsen for a few hours, then go ahead.
I will never say no to that. I don't think I would, and I don't think any intelligent person would. But you know us, we're too smart for our own good here on this show. So while we're kind of on the subject of entertainment, I'm here to announce that. Hold on.
You coming out of the closet?
No, I'm not coming out. I'm not gay. Like, God. I'm not gay, but anyway. Okay, that was good. You fucking douchebag. All right, that was good. But I wanted to talk about my streaming recently and some of the little bit of, I think, a tad bit of success I've had with my viewers. I got to a total of 6.
Oh, really?
The other day, which I was very proud of.
Yeah, because every time I look up, I'm like, 0, 1, 0, 1.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if they were there for about 45 seconds, but it was there, and I was like, yes, I'm fucking famous. And I was, if you guys were watching the stream, I did complete Star Wars Jedi Survivor, the main campaign, and I'm doing the all the little miscellaneous side stuff now. And I will tell you, and I said it last week, and I'll say it again, you guys got to play this game. It's a blast. I'm having so much fun with it. I fully upgraded my blasters, okay? And who's roasting me? So who's talking about me?
Epic. He calls you a member of the Film Actors Guild.
I'm not a member of the Film Actors Guild. Oh, God. Dude, he's been saying that forever, dude. I mean, it's all right. I'm not.
This is the way.
No, it's don't you dare. Don't you dare put Star Wars in front of the Film Actors Guild. It's not a right.
Gay!
This is why I drink,
I got
folks.
news for you. That means you're gay.
Man, we have just so many. We just got so many of those. It's awful.
Yeah, we do have a lot of
we do have a lot of those, but regardless,
Your presumption is correct, nigga.
oh man, that I love that one. That's so good. But you gotta check this game out. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, awesome game. And tonight, folks, I've been waiting for it for a while. I have to figure out how I'm gonna do it. I'm sure I can. But we are going to be starting the Legend of Zelda.
This is not entertainment. This is gaming.
Tears of the Kingdom. I am super excited. The highest rated gaming franchise of all time. In another masterpiece that I'm...
Gay!
Dude, there's nothing wrong with being a giant elf with a sword. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Fighting off demons, pose.
Oh, did I talk about this last week? Sorry not to cut you off.
No, you're fine, dude.
But the other show that I've been watching, bro, I've been on the mad shows. The other show I've been watching is on Amazon. It's called Citadel. I think I told you about this.
Yeah, so I remember seeing the previews for it.
Yeah. It's decent. I didn't know the chick in the show, I believe she's Indian, is married to one of the Jonas Brothers. Didn't know that until recently. But anyway, but Citadel's like the side that you see the point of view from of the show.
Okay.
But the enemy, and I wanted to say this specifically because he's in here right now, but the enemy, the other opposing group against the Citadel is called the Manticore.
Oh.
So I wanted to say that because Al's in here, or not Al, but Epic is in here now. So yeah, so it's kind of cool. If you want to check it out, you'll see your name, your old gamer tag on there on a regular basis.
And speaking of Epic, he posted a photo earlier today of this giant empty field. And he said, well, that's 5 hours. Apparently, our good buddy Epic, I think, chopped down about 400 trees today.
Oh, yeah, he did say that.
Yeah.
He said that in here.
So, shout out
So
to
you
you.
chopped them down or you planted them?
I don't know if you planted them, chopped. I didn't know the whole basis.
I think
That's
he
why.
planted 400 trees. He didn't chop down 400 trees.
No, I was going to say, if you chop down 400 trees, it's pretty badass. It's pretty.
It's like you don't support Earth Day at all.
Yeah. And Jared, and I'm glad you had a great Earth Day, now that I think about it. He also told me the other night, he sent me a message as I'm laying there in my bed.
No, he said, no, I planted 500 trees.
Planted 500 trees. He's saving the Earth. Not only does he save us, he saves the planet. I mean, guys like Jesus from Wisconsin. We love it. So, Jared, I'm here to tell you right now, here on the Mad Scientist Lab on November 12th, Sunday, November 12th at 1 p.m., me, you, and our good buddy Epic are going to be sitting in Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA, to watch the Green Bay Packers.
I'm sorry, what?
We're going to Pittsburgh, and we're going to go watch the Packers play the Steelers.
I'm sorry, what?
We're going to go to Pittsburgh. We're going to go to
Did you say November, motherfucker?
It's November 12th. It's like not halfway through the month, so it's not like really cold yet. So you have like 4 days.
Did you say November in fucking Pennsylvania?
It depends. The sun
you mean
comes out
farther north than Virginia?
Yes, it's not that bad.
You must be out your damn mind.
Well, you're coming, and I know you're going to wear some Green Bay shit just to annoy me.
I'm not going to. You know what? I'm gonna let me soak this in because you should not have surprised me on air with this.
Oh, well, that's the whole point of the show.
Because now I have to fucking prepare my mind. Actually, that's the same weekend as the Marine Corps birthday. Marine Corps birthday.
So here, you'll get drunk. Your blood will be warm.
November 10th.
With American?
No, relax.
I'm just saying.
Doesn't. I just watched Bad Boys 2 the other day. Woo,
Yeah, see, Jared's come a long way, folks. Normally he would just hit me off camera, but regardless. Also,
I didn't say it was winter. I said it's still cold, motherfucker.
Also, while he was telling me this, I was like, count me in. I said I'd have to ask Jared, but I didn't ask you. I just kind of told you were coming. So me, you, and our good buddy Epic.
So hold on. He said to ask me first?
No, I said I should ask Jared, but I said, oh, but he's going to come. Like, there's no way he's not going to go. Sorry, you got to come. It's not that cold. Just wear 2 pairs of socks instead of 1.
Right. Motherfucker, I wear 2 pairs of socks when it's fucking 30 here.
I do the same thing. It will be fine. As long as it doesn't rain, we'll be okay. Or snow, or, whatever the fuck it does up there.
RJ, I'm telling.
He also pointed out to me.
At least I have enough time to prepare, but go ahead.
He also pointed out to me, he said, per the request of Jared.
My request? What did I request?
I am expecting a package here in the mail very shortly. Hopefully Monday, just given since it's a week, Monday or Tuesday. We are getting 2 pounds of Applewood smoked bacon.
Oh yeah. I did ask. Yeah, that was right. Yep.
And I was trying to figure out how I was going to distribute this bacon.
Well, some for Cheeto. I told him I would Cash App or Venmo him whatever he needed, but Cheeto's trying to make a pork loin, but he wants to wrap it in bacon. I was like,
he was talking about that last night.
I was like, you need the real bacon, motherfucker.
Yes, and that is where our
that's where I was like, bing, and because matter of fact, and what made me think about it is because I made, you know how I make my chicken, chicken and rice for the week or whatever. So this week I had frozen one of the packs of Applewood, and I thawed it out, and I was making my chicken and rice. I don't put the rice in together, but I do the chicken in the slow cooker. Yeah. Put my vegetables in like an hour into it. And then what I did this time was take like half of the Applewood bacon, fried it on the fucking George Foreman grill.
All right, I'm liking this.
Let it cool down a little bit so it was crispy. Took a knife, kind of diced it up, put it in with the chicken in the slow cooker for about 30 minutes. And then I was like, I tasted it. I was like, yo, this needs something else. I was like, I got some barbecue sauce. So I put like maybe a third of the bottle of, because it's a lot.
Yeah, no, I mean, I got you.
So a third of the bottle of barbecue sauce, like smoked honey barbecue sauce.
Oh, man, that sounds so good.
This shit is fire. And then throw a little cheese on top.
Oh, that sounds great, dude. That sounds great. Everything is better, even though it's bad for you, everything is better with bacon.
Oh, shit. Fuck it. I just, I was screaming.
What?
No, because I remember a few weeks ago he was asking about the same thing.
Oh, yeah, no, but dude, apparently, according to Epic, shipping to Canada.
Shipping to Canada is expensive, especially fucking food products.
Dude, we have to figure out how to get Al some bacon.
He needs to move to America.
Yeah, Al, just say fuck it. Come on down
to
the
land of the free, my friend, not the vaccinated.
In the home of the brave. You know.
You look like an alcoholic.
I don't look like an alcoholic. I am an alcoholic, you douche. There's a difference. Okay. I've been very good lately. I promise.
Sure you have.
I have. I've been really good. I haven't been going out. I mean, I went out yesterday, but that's only because I was like, well, people are stealing my identity.
But you also haven't streamed for the last 2 days.
Well, last night was Friday, and then Thursday night I was actually playing the new season of Apex with our good pal Al. I thought about streaming because what they've done with ranked mode is...
so just stream it. You were up to 6. See, you're fucking up. You're being inconsistent.
Just like every day.
All you gotta do, even if you don't play the same fucking game, if did you get any followers off of those 6 people?
You know what? I did not look. If I had to be 100% honest with you, I'm just happy that they're there.
Okay, that's fine, but Bar, you got to be more consistent.
All right. Well, that's why we're fucking pounding it tonight. We're pounding it good.
What?
The stream, and we're pounding it out.
No, yeah, we're pounding. This channel's different than your channel.
I know that. But we're still pounding it out.
I don't know what he's talking about.
It's all right. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about my lingo. It's the lingo that me and my good friend Al Pepper share. We're pounding it out tonight, Al.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
You know what? He's not too far from the truth. Regardless, folks. It's not. It's not, by the way. I'm completely lying. Please do not believe anything I say when I talk on this show. Like anything at all. Except for when it comes to video games. Awesome. So I'm really excited to play Zelda. I know you don't care, but it's getting amazing reviews everywhere, and I'm very excited because Breath of the Wild. Oh, hold on, Jared's got an idea, or somebody's brought something up.
Yeah, she said, "Don't include me in your weird sayings."
Oh, typical.
The other thing, since you're talking about Nintendo, and I know I talk shit about it, I saw that was another one. See, that's why you got to get on this fucking site. Mario Brothers.
So what'd you think?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, see,
they played a lot of nostalgic fucking keys though. They were playing the nostalgic piano on that.
Yeah,
fucking...
well, that's what it's for, man. I'm telling you, when I left the theater, I was just like, that wasn't made for kids. That was made for me.
No, it was made for kids.
Oh, I know it's made for kids, but the fact that
understood... It was both, but you have to realize those movies are made for both because the parents have to sit there through the shit with the kids. So it has to... There's a lot of adult jokes in animation movies that kids will never fucking get.
If you go back and watch some of the cartoons that we grew up watching, it's just like,
that was way different.
Well, I know, but it's like, how the fuck did we get away with that?
No. That was different. Like Looney Tunes was not for adults. That was for kids. 100%. But I'm talking about Pixar movies and shit like that.
Yeah.
And DreamWorks and all that. Those are partially made for adults also because the adults have to sit in the fucking movie theater with the kid.
And not drink kids. And not drink a Michelob Ultra.
I'm sure some do.
It's not a good beer. I'm sorry.
Oh, you talking about when you went?
I enjoyed everything about the film except for the beer that I bought.
Oh, I was at home chilling. So
well, I'm glad you liked it.
I liked how they added the music in and the traditional music, but made it go with the movie.
Yeah.
And I didn't play a lot of the later games, so the only stuff that I remember the most is like stuff from like 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, of course.
Some of the Mario Kart stuff. And I probably played 64. What was it? What was the one for 64 with Yoshi?
Super Mario 64.
Yeah, I probably saw a couple of those aliens, like when he was in that one dark room.
Yeah.
And the little red guys popped up. I was like, oh, okay, that was fucking cool. And was that Kirby in the cage that was being all negative but positive?
No.
Who was that?
That's he has a name. It's basically one of the more rare stars in the game. I can't think of his name because he's in more of the newer games as opposed to some of the. But yeah, he was negative as shit. I think one of my favorite references, believe it or not, is when they initially get sucked down the first pipe and he gets separated from Luigi, and Luigi lands in that dark forest with the mansion in reference to Luigi's Mansion.
That's what that was.
Yeah, and he's
and that's why when he flew away, he looked down because that was Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, I remember that was from
it's GameCube
Party, wasn't it?
No, Luigi's Mansion is actually its own game.
What about Mario Party? Mario Party was a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. They have, I think there's 8 of those. Believe it or not,
yeah, but wasn't Luigi's Mansion in that too, or something?
Yeah, I mean, dude, the original game came out in like 2003 or 4. So I know Nintendo probably referenced it in other Mario, and other stuff. But I got a big kick out of that because I think Luigi's Mansion is very slept on. It's a really fun game.
Well, but Luigi as a character was slept on. He was my favorite growing up.
Yeah,
personally.
And then he's like Mario. You can do that in the game, and I was just like, yo, that's awesome. So that was one of more of my favorite references. And then,
I wanted to see the story of. I mean, you probably know it, but like how Wario come to be.
Yeah, so Wario is basically like a doppelganger. I
know he's like Bizarro Superman.
Yeah,
for
so
Mario.
I think he's like, if I remember correctly, he has like an original origin story, but he's also one of those characters that might have like a different, like the Joker, for example.
Yeah, I guess my point is I want to know what the canon is. Like if they do another one,
I think they will.
Then they should do like Wario, and I don't know how they're gonna.
I mean, that film
they really used a lot of ammo up in that one though, because the Rainbow
Road. Oh yeah, that by far was, I thought, the coolest reference in general.
That was one. I think the whole Mario Kart scene was
Oh hell yeah!
was
Toad's
one of
got
the
his
best.
big old truck. He's got
Yeah.
his glasses on. Oh yeah, I love it. I loved it.
I also like Donkey Kong. That was a cool
Yeah.
little thing because Donkey Kong wasn't Donkey Kong before Mario Brothers.
Yeah, so Mario was actually introduced in the original Donkey Kong. It was called Jumpman.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed this, but there's a scene when they go into Brooklyn, where I think he's in that pizza shop. What was the pizza shop called? Because I was noticing all the little names too. But anyway, he's up against a video game, and the video game's called Jumpman.
Yeah, it's the
And
original.
I know where it came from, but I'm just saying, like, they had a bunch of little Easter eggs in there, and I don't know if everybody caught all those Easter eggs or not.
Yeah, so before he was Mario, he was known as Jumpman.
I know, motherfucker. I just told you.
I know.
saw the video game with inside the fucking pizza shop where he was fucking cowering until he fucking had the balls to come out.
And you know what? And I'm glad he had the ball. And then the TV fell. Super Mario, bro. Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Oh yeah. Well, I still don't get the fucking why they had to do the fake accents for the commercial. But then the other thing that threw me off, like one of the guys, I was very early. I think his name is Spike. Very early on, I was like, that's Sebastian Maniscalco. So I had to look it up. I was like, it was Sebastian Maniscalco. He's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Super Italian.
Yeah.
And like, if you watch his stand-up, like,
It's funny because I know family members that are like that, and it's
you need to watch Sebastian. You'll be
there's nothing like it. There's nothing like a pizzeria. Dude, that's it. We're opening up. We're gonna call it.
No, you're gonna open it up. That's your business.
You know what? I'm ready to quit my job and become a hooker. So, what would your hooker name, Jared, be?
First of all, none, because I'm not gonna be no.
I thought about my hooker name earlier today. That's what I was.
I thought
thinking
you were
about.
opening a pizza business. What are you talking about?
Well, that's true, but in order for me to get funds, I have to become a hooker. So I need a good pizza or a hooker name. So I was thinking about calling myself Richard the Rug because I've got hairy legs, or I'm sorry, or GWS for Great White Shark. I thought that was really good too. I don't know what my hooker name would be. Okay. And yes, I am going to open a pizzeria.
Guys, I think it's time to go today.
Is it?
Yeah. On that note,
What's your guy's hooker name? There's nothing wrong with it.
somebody said Edward Spirit. I don't know what that means.
I guess that's their hooker name, Edward Spirit. And we got Ronan Jackson over here. That's not your hooker name. I'm not
not my hooker name.
Yeah, I'm not disrespecting Ronan Jackson because I like my hands, folks, and I don't want them cut off with a blade or my fingers or any other limbs on my body. But I guess to Jared's credit, I guess it's time for me to shut the F up because you guys like to not listen to me after extended periods of time. So with that being said,
you
folks,
just be talking about some random shit that nobody understands half the time.
what, dude? I just want to know what your hooker name's going to be. But regardless,
What
folks,
the fuck, bro? Let's be real. Where do you think the humor? Because I want to talk about this before we go, guys. I want to talk about this. Where do you think the humor in that is? Two males being hookers.
well, that's the joke because I know you wouldn't do it. So therefore, asking you something you wouldn't do only elevates your level of aggression towards me and only makes for better content.
But how is me? No, because it's gonna shut me down.
Well,
Because it's like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not gonna be no fucking hooker.
I know you're not going to be a hooker, and I'm not going to be a hooker. But if we had to pick a hooker name, okay, then I was just curious. And if I know it's going to shut you down, I didn't know that. If anything, I would think it would lift you, elevate.
Why the fuck would it lift me?
I don't know. That's
Can
just how
somebody answer this question? I don't. Maybe this is a white people thing.
Maybe you're right, Jared. Maybe it is for white people. You know, as a guy who eats cottage cheese, does not like mayonnaise.
Okay, that sums it up.
Yep, pretty much, folks.
He eats cottage cheese.
And with that being said, folks, ladies and gentlemen,
Before we go, I want to. This came up a couple weeks ago at one of the shows. I was talking about who the best basketball. It just kind of goes full circle, but with air. I was asking people who they thought the best basketball player of all time was, and I was saying number one, Jordan, and somebody was like, well, But I was like, well, who's number 3 or something? They were like, I forgot who the order they were saying. But basically, it was a bunch of people giving a bunch of different orders.
Okay.
And they were all black people, black males. And I was like, you just see this is what's wrong with our community. We can all agree on who the greatest quarterback of all time is, whoever the white man is. But we can't agree on who the best player in our own fucking community of all time is.
Were you wearing your dashiki when you were fucking asking them this shit?
I was on stage, like, it wasn't about being militant or anything, but it was pointing out the fact that we can't even agree on shit within our own community. How do we expect to fucking...
Okay.
you know,
okay, I understand, but I know that you had a proud moment there, Jared. I'll tell you.
No, I got some laughs on that one.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got laughs. And folks, you like to laugh? You need to come down every other Tuesday.
Yeah, and every other Thursday.
And every other Thursday.
This coming week is Thursday.
Ooh, this upcoming Thursday, which is May the
18th.
Damn, really? Okay, regardless, come on down to Shooters.
May the 18th and then May the 23rd. That's the next 2 shows.
Come on down to Shooters, open mic comedy night. Shoot your shot. You funny? Let us know.
If you're not, we'll let you know.
Yeah, exactly. What Jared said, folks. What Jared said. But regardless, come on down, shoot your shot, grab a drink, enjoy the vibes, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you very much for listening to episode 181.
Motherfucker.
Of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is RJ the Pizza Guy, along with Jared, the Visual Mad Scientist.
Great Scott.
And just remember, you can catch us anywhere you can get your podcasts, Apple Music, Spotify, 9 a.m. sharp on Monday mornings for the visual on YouTube. And yeah, that's about it, folks. And just remember, if you were a hooker, what your name would be. So we will see you guys next week.
All right, he's done.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly. The merit scientist lab.